Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Cave of Collectibles. Today I thought we would do something a little bit different, and I will give you all a quick overview and spotlight of my DC Bombshells statues because they are such amazing pieces. I thought you'd like to see them all up close in one video. I've also got some good news. I finally managed to get a hold of the Poison Ivy Bombshell statue. So that should be here hopefully next week. I managed to find it at a really good price. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. The majority of my smaller scale collectibles I keep in this glass cabinet here. It's where I keep my Bombshells, or most of them anyway. The regular editions are kept in here. So yeah, it's the best place to protect them. And above it all, I've got the larger Bombshells ones, so the Celebration statue and the Wonder Woman statue. We'll start up here, I reckon. I'll just cut it so we can zoom in on Wonder Woman. So here we go. This is an amazing piece. This was my first deluxe Bombshells statue, and the quality of it I was really blown away by. You can see the detail in her face, how clean the paint job is of the statue. I actually got this one before I started doing any YouTube or any reviews. I've had it a couple of years now, I would say, probably. And I still love it as much as the day which I got it. Here you can see she's on an awesome tank base, which is what I love about these deluxe statues. They've all got these amazing bases, a bit more ornate than the regular Bombshells. There you got her boots there. You come up, I'll give you a side-on view. I love this shield, as you can see, with the bullets bouncing off it, with the impact marks. So this actually came attached to the piece as well. It's quite an amazing piece. I think the only bit that detaches is the blade of the sword. There you are, you can see all the detail in her clothing. Her face, she's got the headband up there. And her awesome sword as well. It's actually quite a big piece, as you can probably see scale-wise next to some of my other statues. Especially with the sword, she reaches really, really high. So she doesn't actually fit in the glass case, which is a shame because I would like that space for a sideshow statue. And coming here on top of the glass case, because I actually don't want to put a sideshow statue up here, just purely because of the weight of it, I have the Celebration statue. As you can see right here, I've done a video on this one before. I'll link that at the end of the video if you want to get a better overlook at that one. So I'll just show you this one quickly. As you can see, it looks absolutely beautiful on the shelf here. It's a bit lower. That's one thing I'm not a big fan of these bookshelves, is how high the statues actually are. And it enables you to get a great view of this piece, the height which it's displayed at. You've got Batgirl in the foreground, Superwoman at the back. Massive action dynamic statue, this one. And in my little thing here, I've got, see if I can show you, two tiny little bits which have actually broken off. Well, it came broken off in up there. Oh wait, no, in her other leg, just down there, if you can see. I plan on fixing it one day. I just need to get more glue to do that. But I love this piece. Even if you zoom in, you can see her eyes through the goggles as well. The detail which the sculptors have put into these bombshell pieces is incredible, I must say. And down here, we'll have a quick look in the glass case. We'll start with Starfire. This one I've had, about a year and a half now. I still think she is one of the best detailed Bombshell statues I've got. You can come down here, that base plate comes off, the nameplate, and apart from that, the statue is all just in one piece. But as you can see, the detail on Starfire is phenomenal. And the hair, the translucency of it, especially as you come down towards the bottom and it turns into flame down here. It just looks phenomenal. The way the color blends, they've done a really, really good job of that. All the different shades in the water, all the different purples they've got on her, and the paint job I find is very, very clean, and the facial expression is spot on. There we are, it's focusing well today. At the moment, I've got mirror at the back, but like a few of my other Bombshells, I've done a close-up of mirror before. You've got the translucent resin for the wrapped around her waist again. I do love the base on mirror as well with the starfish. So this one comes in a few more pieces. That can't. Oops, sorry. I'm knocking everything. The trident comes out. Nameplate comes out, and I just realised I apologise to my statues. And over here I've got Batwoman as well. Looking as awesome as ever. This is my most recent Bombshell statue, I think. Until Poison Ivy will arrive, and then I've got to move them around a little bit more and find some space. So that is my top shelf there. Coming down to my second shelf. It would help if I could talk at the moment, but that's life. I've got Stargirl over here. I think this was probably my second Bombshell statue. But even this one, I think it's one of the earlier ones. This is actually attached on this one, which I'm a bit disappointed by. Stargirl as well is one piece, but it's just some of the reason why I love this line so much is you can see how clean the paint job is on her and how awesome it looks. You can see her eyes through the glasses. There is very, very little of flaws in the paint job I can find. And I just don't think the camera always does these statues justice, but there's a little bit of overrun there on the staff. But you can see all the different shades in the blue. It makes the statue really pop, and what would otherwise be a really flat colour, it actually becomes really vibrant and really stands out. On her boots down there, I love her boots. And here we go. At the back, I have my Killer Frost statue. Now, this one you may have heard before, I got for an absolute bargain. I think I paid like 40 Australian bucks for her. I know even now she's not the most valuable of the Bombshell statues, but for that price, you just couldn't pass it up. One of my local comic shops was closing down, unfortunately. So I managed to get this one for a bargain because they were getting rid of all their stock now. Yeah, that comes out on this one. I had a bit of trouble putting this one together because you actually take the skates out on the bottom of the base. The boots on Killer Frost are awesome. I might have to pull her out and do a proper overview of her one day. And you can see, if you look really carefully, all the different colours of the really light blue and the whites in the scarf and the dress. So the scarf is actually removable as well. It's PVC material or something. It's probably not the best way. It's a bit tricky to reach at the back. I'll show you later. It is removable. You can sort of pose it, but once it's in position, you don't really want to move it around. I might actually need to adjust it. It looks to be sitting a little bit high there. But awesome face. I love the hat that she's wearing. Made out of the ice. The same with the boots down the bottom. One thing I forgot to mention about Stargirl, now I just saw her, is you can see the tattoo on her arm just there. I love how some of the Bombshell statues have them. And over here we've got my Bombshells Katana. Now this was my first statue and my first Bombshells piece, I believe. I think that is correct. And it's still an absolutely spectacular piece. She just looks so elegant in her dress. I can't remember if she's Japanese or Chinese, sorry. But you can see all the flowers on there. The incredible incredible tattoo on her leg just there. The detail in there is phenomenal. This little piece here dangles. And the details on the base as well are incredible. My base is actually broken. I do need to fix that and just glue that back on there. I'll move it around, but you've got like the samurai head there. Samurai, that will make her Japanese. And there we are, the katana label comes off there as well. Now, eventually, I'd love to get some of the Bombshells artwork and have it displayed around here as well with the statues. But I'm a little bit limited for space in this house. So eventually I'll probably grab a few more of the Bombshell statues to go with. This one, I'll move these ones down a bit. I'm looking at Ceiling That Iron Man and that Starfire there. So once they go, I'll move the Harley Quinns down to the bottom and have some more Bombshells there with the Poison Ivy that's coming, hopefully next week. But otherwise, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. But yeah, otherwise take care, and I'll see you all in the next video.